Drink if you've ever flirted mid-episode just to prove a point.
Each other? Or?
Drink.
Hey,
Drink.
mid-episode.
Drink.
Oh, like talking to someone mid-episode.
I guess, or...
Well, I don't do any episodes.
Flirted mid-episode, nah.
Drink.
drink.
I don't remember. Why is he not drinking?
Who have I flirted with? Did I?
You're telling me.
Yo, what the fuck?
Yo, man.
I don't.
We had a whole
guy-
season
this
where we
guy-
had only girls on the panel as a guest.
I think I saw that one actually.
And you think he didn't flirt with his eyes? Agree?
Oh shit, dude! When you walked in, the first thing I saw were your fucking eyes.
Well,
Dando vueltas por la city con mi canción en la bocina que me quiere ver y está loca por tenerme.
Well, welcome back to another episode of the Sergio Talks Podcast. It's your boy Sergio Talks.
We're Matt.
boy, Carl.
And today we are here with
Brahm.
You guys are in for a treat of an episode, but before we move forward, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to give us 5 stars on Amazon, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Don't forget to check us out on Patreon. You guys get an additional episode every single Friday, and all the behind-the-scenes shenanigans that we just spoke about pre-episode, you guys will have access to that and much, much more. So, Brahm, safe to say that you've built Montreal's, you could call yourself the kingpin of events.
It's a big word. It's a big word. I don't know about kingpin, but yeah.
But as you were mentioning before, humbly, you worked your way to establishing this business over the course of many, many years.
Yeah.
But Rome wasn't built in a day.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So how far back does your journey in, whether it's event planning or even pre-event planning, what was your step-by-step to get where you are today?
Right. So I have extensive training in the restaurant industry. So I come from, basically I started off as a dishwasher in a restaurant in St. Lazare. And I got all my experience, kind of like my work ethic and the basis of my work ethic there. I worked my way through the kitchen, kind of got a niche a little bit more for the front of house stuff. So I kind of moved to front of house, was a busboy, waiter, bartender, etc. Went to go work at Jack Astor's in the West Island in Dorval. Those of you that don't know, Jack Astor's franchise restaurant. So the training, it's rigorous, and they don't put you on the floor for a couple of weeks. They really train you on how to serve the steps of service, and the service package that they offer is a lot different from any other restaurant in the city. So I really got my experience there, and then I started kind of dabbling in events a little bit. Noticed that there was a lot of companies doing bar services, but it was more attached to the caterer.
And at that time, how popular was like the event or
so the event so events in general have been happening forever, right? And there's been a lot of different players doing bar services and catering services, etc. But I think that there was always this.
What would you do? Like, let's say you've been with your girl for like 3 or 4 years, whatever, and like it just so happened that one of her memories is like an old sex tape.
No way.
Do you stay with her?
But
would you be able to stay with her?
it would never happen once. But second,
No, but let's just see highlight moments.
but let's say it happened.
Let's just say it happened on this day today, 4 years
Yeah,
ago.
I would stay with her
Overnight.
because I wouldn't watch it.
Sure.
Like as soon as I like
Your curiosity wouldn't want to.
no.
Let's say she's sleeping.
No. But like, I'm a be.
This I don't know how to say it. It was kind of almost like it was a lot easier just to use the catering service for the bar also because they already had their team there.
Right.
And that's what I kind of noticed, right? So I was like, all right, like I'm seeing a bunch of older bartenders, not necessarily super good looking, dressed like penguins, bow tie, whatever, not really happy to be behind the bar, kind of like pre-rimming their Caesars and, making vodka sodas and highballs and just, it was all mixed up, right? So I said, let me see if we have something here. We actually started off as a consulting group, and I was called Mauer Consulting Group. And what we were doing was, because of the training I had at Jack Astor's and all the other restaurants, I was kind of going around to different restaurants and saying like, hey, let me come in, let me see what you're doing wrong, let me help with efficiencies and teamwork and see how I can increase sales and productivity, etc. Didn't really work out that well, to be honest with you, because a lot of these guys are, restaurant owners, once you go in and they're like, well, what did you see? And you're like, well, if I tell you what I saw, then how am I going to get paid? How am I going to make this a business, right? So there's a little bit of disconnect there. Long story short, I rebranded to Brahm Mauer Bar Services. We ended up doing our first event was Kids for Kids, which is a charity event for kids with cancer, Montreal Children's Hospital, Cedars Cancer Institute. And that saw like 12 to 1,500 people. So that was kind of like the start.
Right.
So we got our foot in the door there. We raised a shitload of money. We got our name out to the right people. And then it just started escalating from there.
I've been to one of the events.
Yeah.
Does it usually happen? I might be butchering here, but in a church?
So Maison Principale?
I think so.
Yeah. So the evolution of Kids for Kids, we've been in business since 2009. Okay.
Right.
So I started off by just working the event, and then I slowly became a committee member, became the co-chair, and now it's actually my event. So Kids for Kids belongs to me and my co-chair, Costadina. And it's a third-party event run by us, and we then donate back to the hospital.
Right.
That being said, we've been in so many different places over the years, but yes, just recently, the last 3 years, we've been at Maison Principale, which is a beautiful venue in St. Henry, which was an old church, correct?
Yeah.
And this year we're switching it up. We're going to a different place. Long story short, that's kind of where it all started. And then things kind of went from there. We started doing weddings and corporate events, et cetera, started picking up some festivals and stuff like that. But it definitely comes from, on-site experience. It was definitely like not just like, oh, I fell into this. Where a lot of entrepreneurs kind of fall into like a new business idea. This was something that was like, it was in my blood. My father was also in the restaurant business for a long time too.
Yeah.
So it was something that I definitely wanted to do. I dabbled a little bit as a restaurant owner as well, but very tough compared to the event industry.
We've asked around just to get an idea of like what it's like owning a restaurant, let alone clubs. And we've always been told like margins are super thin. Like unless you already have money, it's not a business to get into to get rich. It's a business that you have if you're already, well off.
Sure.
It's
well said.
The upfront also, but also the long-term monthly cost, right?
It's only that, but there's so many fucking restaurants too, right?
Yeah.
There's so many. So unless you're going to stand out, right? Unless you're going to stand out with something different, how many different places can you go get fried chicken? How many different places can you go get Thai? How many different places can you go? You know what I'm saying? Like it's so like, you have to bring something fresh to the table. Also, the difference between the event industry and the restaurant is the restaurant's the same thing over and over and over. You're opening up the door, it's the same tables and chairs. When you're in the event industry and we have the opportunity to do someone's wedding or a corporate event or a festival, I mean, you're in different areas all the time, right? You're always in different venues, you have different challenges. And I think that's what drives me personally is that, the difference between each event from an event to an event basis. You know what I mean? I think that's kind of where I thrive, as opposed to when I was in the restaurant, it's like, okay, like I'm serving these chicken wings.
Same thing.
These nachos.
But that's what I've kind of seen in the last few years. I don't know about you guys, but we interrupt this episode to let you guys know that this episode is brought to you by the one and only
Fashion Nova.
So if you are a lady or a gentleman that you wish to upgrade your drip in the 2026ers, then make sure to go ahead and click the link in the description box below. Get yourself some Fashion Nova drip. Thank us later because you're most likely get into a relationship, then get married, then get kids thanks to your fashion.
Yeah.
If ever you guys are looking to go and see a polo match, there's a fit for that. If you guys are looking to go grocery shopping in leisure attire, then there's a fit for that. And if you guys just want to look like you're either going to be the future husband of someone's life or ruin their life, there's drip for that. So thank you, Fashion Nova, and click the link in the description. I find it harder now to find new places to go out and eat to.
Sure.
I feel like even if it's just like a restaurant's name that's different from another, the food and let alone the experience is more or less the same. Sure, the vibe, the ambiance is different, but at the end of the day, like it's hard to find like a different place. Like we all have maybe, we all know more or less in our top three, the best 3 like sushi spots or a place for pasta, right? So to me, for example, like a place that will never get old is like if you go to New York City, right?
Like Carbone's.
OG stuff.
Carbone's. But even if you just go to Brooklyn, we had one of the best pizzas we had in like in
Prince Street, no?
hole in the walls pizza spot in Brooklyn.
That closed at 2 a.m. or something like that.
Yeah,
we went
exactly.
also.
Or like these noodle spots. But you could do that like for months on end. In
I think we're all creatures of habit too, right? At the end of the day, like when you're not, unless you're going out for dinner every night of the week, when you go out, you want to go out for what you love, right? You're not going to make it at home. So you're like, all right, what am I in the mood for today? I want pasta. Cool. I want to go to Carbone's, example, right? Or I want to go here for sushi. So yeah, it's fun to try new restaurants for sure. But at the end of the day, you also don't want to ruin that night out on something you don't know and then ordering something, and you know what I mean, and have a bad experience.
Yeah, but it's gone to the point where it's like, if you want to go out for dinner, it's like, where do you guys want to go? Moretti's? Moretti's and have to go.
And by the way, Moretti's is delicious, eh? Like,
it's
a staple for sure.
But it's like it's where you always. But not only that, but I think we've also been like indoctrinated by also the women in our city that's the go-to spots that they also want to go to.
Yeah.
So us as men automatically think
pretty girls.
It's a win-win.
Moretti.
Sure.
Pretty girl. Can't go wrong with Moretti. Right?
Sure.
Basically.
So it's become like a staple of where girls also want to be taken out too.
For sure.
So if you know all of this, why are you still single?
That's an amazing question.
Palma's across the street. You can always go there too. There's lots of good looking
routine, you know what I'm saying?
But I think what we've all learned though, well, especially for me in particular, like my girlfriend isn't even from here. She's originally from Gatineau, right? So I always said to myself, the next girl that I was going to be dating cannot be in Montreal.
Okay.
And I think you're kind of in the same mindset.
Montreal
where-
I just need a little backstory. What's going on?
For me and dating in Montreal, I feel like it's just a headache in a way.
Okay.
I like girls that are how do I say that? A little spicy, let's
Okay,
say.
okay.
So like abroad, I feel like there's too much yappity yap in Montreal.
Right.
Like it's
Of the
too
same
small.
things.
And like same things. It's like everybody knows each other. Everybody wants to be in everyone's business and everything.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'd rather like date someone that's low key, if not in town. So I go see her, stuff like that. I feel like it's just simpler.
You guys still got that crazy hot scale though, like from How I Met Your Mother, right? So the hotter they are, the crazier they are too.
You know what I'm saying?
So you got to be careful. But that's
don't
what
like-
I agree. Like Montreal in that respect is a little messed up.
Yeah.
Everyone knows everyone else's business, man. There's always someone sticking their nose where it doesn't belong. Like
and
it's
rumors here and there.
it's
You're talking
very
to this
small.
person, and I just said hi.
yeah,
Now,
right.
how
I heard you guys hung out all night together. Like, no, we actually saw each other already for 5 minutes, but you know,
Yeah, this is just the whole headache, and I'm like, you know what? I'm celibate anyways.
right.
Yeah. Him, luckily enough, he was able to find his partner like pre-podcast, like
okay.
pre any of this. Because now, for example, what his situation is that he'll be approached with by a girl that already has a preemptive idea of who he is based off the podcast, right? So for him,
What do you think that preemptive idea is, though? Like, if
he's a well, look at him, he's a fuckboy. That's the idea. That's the idea. That's how they see him.
I look like one.
That's how they see him as, right?
right.
But that's not the case. Like if you look at us, we don't go out on weekends, right? At this point now, we don't go out at all.
yeah, but you guys don't go out a week. It doesn't mean he doesn't go out a week. You don't go out a week.
Same thing.
So where are you going to meet these
I'm
girls?
with them.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm just inside.
We've all had so when we first started the podcast, like I mentioned, like we all came from nothing. So the drive happened like simultaneously amongst the three of us. There was no one that was further along the way than the other person was, right?
I like that.
So the continuous grind was also that we would more or less keep each other in check. Not only like verbally saying like, you should try this or you should do that or we should try something new, but just more so seeing each other's lifestyles, right? To the point where me and him moved in together,
Nice.
right?
Yeah.
We were doing the podcast and then him saw that it would be beneficial, but also he was growing up, that he could also move and then he got a spot in our same condo complex, right?
Smart.
So just with that, seeing each other every day, going to the gym or like, what are you doing now? I'm going to go shoot content. You kind of just feed off of each other,
Nice.
right?
Yeah, it's good.
And then with that, we just never found ourselves the need nor desire to want to go out, party. We don't drink.
Well,
None of
you
us.
guys are entrepreneurs at heart too, right? I think that's what it comes down to. I think that when you have that inside and that, at its core, and you want to be successful and you want to see what's going to come, like just what we were saying before we started, about monetizing and in whatever way, when any business for that matter, that's your priority, right?
Yeah,
and forget about going out and drinking. What can I be doing to advance my future, or you know what I mean, or make more money, or help our podcast in whichever way, right? So
we've tried. Like there was a year that we were approached like to do like club promotions, and like we tried, but it's like you could tell that like it doesn't come naturally to us, right?
guys, I know so many people, and we have a good following on Instagram, and I'm not flossing. I'm saying promoting is like a whole other game, eh? Like it's not like you can know tons of people and everyone loves you and it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you got to bring people through that door, and that's not easy to do, man. Promoting is not an easy thing. You got to have like the people that are ready to spend money and buy bottles, and depending on which club and which bar or whatever you're going to, but it's not easy. Like even just promoting a charity function like my Kids for Kids event. We try and we do our best, and we see 350, 450, 500 people depending on each year, but we can easily hit 600-700 people, but why? So it's not like it's not promoting is. I don't. It's never been for me, man.
Well, it was short lived.
Right.
We didn't do any more than that because one, it's not even in our lifestyles, right? We don't come from a background of doing drugs, let alone drinking, nor do our parents. We all grew up, doing sports or weightlifting and all that thing. So it's always been like the healthier route versus that route.
Sure.
And sometimes I'll follow people and I'm watching them. I'm like, how do they do this day in and day out from Thursday to Sunday?
Funny you say that. I think the same thing sometimes. You see these people that like, I have a couple friends that are promoters / club owners, and like they're out every fucking night drinking. Like, bro, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. No, forget about when you're gonna die. When does it end?
Yeah.
And what's next? Right? Okay, if you're an owner, if you're just a promoter, and then you end up opening up something with someone else down the road because of how good you are as a promoter, that's what happens, right? You start off as a kid, you have a following of people, the club brings you in, you're a promoter, you're killing it, you're bringing in, 150 people a night, whatever the case may be, bottles, whatever. Then all of a sudden, someone with money says, hey, I'm gonna open up a new spot. I want you to be my partner now. Since you already have the people and you can get people through the door, let me make you a partner. Great, that's the dream. If someone's gonna put up the dough and make you a partner because all you're doing is bring in people, that's in my opinion, the fucking dream.
Yeah.
But if you're not getting that opportunity, what's next?
Yeah.
Right? You're going to go promote where? And then what do you, like, maybe you have a career during the day. It's possible. I'm not saying that everyone's just dedicated to promotion only, but dude, drinking Thursday, Friday, Saturday night.
It's crazy.
Like, and
spending money on bottles, knowing that the price is so much more than
inflated.
If you were,
I agree with you.
Oh my God, this pisses me off. Like,
I agree.
Thinking about like as soon as you get your pay, that you're like, I'm gonna go spend it all Saturday and Sunday.
It's so true.
Bottles.
Yeah.
This is crazy to me. That's for
Like we always conduct ourselves like with like a broke mentality to the point where we were at Marcus like a couple weekends ago.
Fortune, bro.
Well, when we went, we saw the bottle of Grey Goose.
What was it, like 420?
Just under, I think it was like 380 or something.
Yeah.
And just for the fuck of it, I was like, let me go on the SAC website, see how many it
Dude,
is.
it's $55. What are you fucking talking about? It's crazy. It's crazy.
I thought you were gonna say just about the bill overall though, because the bill.
Yeah, well, that's how they conduct.
But here's the thing, and like, and something we can dive a little bit deeper into after is these kids are working so they can go out and floss and pop bottles.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Right? Back in the day, I don't know how old you guys are. I'm 44, right? But back in the day.
29.
Right.
27.
26.
Right. No, you guys are young still. But back in the day, like our priority wasn't making money to go out to Buena Notte. Back in the day, Buena Notte was that wasn't the priority. Back in the day, me personally, back in the day, my priority was working so I can get a car, so I can have my freedom, and I can leave my house. You know what I'm saying? Now, these kids are going and working, even if they work for me, they're working, they're making decent money, but then they're, like you said, they're going and they're blowing it in one weekend on a Saturday night because the minimum at, who knows, what any given club in the city is $2,000-$3,000, and you're 4 guys and then 8 girls. The girls aren't paying.
No.
Right? Let's be real. Right? No, there's nothing wrong with that. That's cool, man. But the guys are paying. So now you're spending a $2,000 bill plus tip, plus tax, okay? Between 4, it's $500 a person. Like, if you only work 3 shifts at a restaurant, you're not making more than that, dude. You made $500 that week, maybe, and you go and you blow it. Now you're living paycheck to paycheck to go out and floss for what? To try to pick up some girls. You know what I'm saying?
And also killing yourself low-key.
Yeah, okay, fine, low-key, no problem. But what's the goal? When you go out and you're popping bottles, you're going out to floss. And if you're single, you're going out to pick up girls.
Yeah.
True.
When I just saw this TikTok the other day, man. This girl was talking. She's like, when girls have a girls' night out, they're going out to get attention from guys.
Yeah.
Otherwise, why don't you just go to each other's house and fucking dance in the living room? Yeah. It's so true, right? No, but it's so true. Am I
say
right?
it like that,
But that's how she said it. But that's how she said it, right? So they're going out for that attention. So guys, when you're going out to pop bottles, unless you have a girlfriend, you're going out because you want to floss, you want to stand up on the booth or on the chair, be a badass with your bottle of 1942 or your bottle of Azul or your bottle of Goose and look like you're a gangster, look like you're a boss and try to pick up a girl.
Yeah.
Let's be real, right?
Yeah.
So is it worth the $500? Maybe when you're 23, 24, 25 it is.
Yeah.
Not when you're 35, not for you guys who just talked about staying home and building your business, right? So I guess teach their own, right? When it comes down to that.
Yeah, but I feel like every time we go out, we're kind of looked down upon because when we go out, we don't go and pop bottles, right?
Right.
So already there, it's a bad look. And if you go to a certain place, let alone you don't have a reservation, but if you don't have a table and you're 3 dudes, chances are you're not going to get in.
Just give me a call, guys.
Well, the thing is that also just showed us even more that we're not meant for that scene, right?
I agree.
We would love to go there to grab a
drink.
a piece to eat or one drink.
Well, you can always go in and eat. You make a reservation, go
that's
eat.
fine.
You try to go to a club. Don't get me wrong. You guys are 3 good-looking dudes. Like, you shouldn't have a problem getting into any club, but like in a lot of cases,
Yeah.
they're letting in guys with girls.
Yeah.
Right? Because they don't want 6-to-1 ratio in their club.
No, for
right?
sure. But we haven't tested the theory in years. We haven't gone to a club
Right.
in years.
Right.
You know, so
You're not missing anything.
Actually, though.
I mean, think
not
about the
missing
last time we actually went.
Like, what club would you go to right now? If you had to go this weekend, where are you going?
I wouldn't be able to tell you.
No.
I don't know what's trending right now.
212. I would just say 212. That's our last one.
That's the last one we went to. Yeah.
No, but like it depends on what you're looking for too, right? Is it hip hop? Is it EDM? You going to New City Gas?
I think we're more like Afrobeat.
I don't even know if I know how to dance anymore.
Right.
It's crazy.
Yeah, shut your mouth. But like, because like we would kind of break our reward for like the week that we would have or whatnot is that we would always go every Thursday to Cathcart because there you could actually generally go to have a drink, and we got familiar with the people there, so we would get in no problem. Us was also just like to facilitate going into it. We don't want to go at
Simple.
Yeah, I mean,
Parking's easy. You walk right in.
grown ass men, we don't want to be standing outside, let alone when it's raining, snowing,
agree.
when it's a shitty day, right?
I agree.
So
I can safely say I've never been to Cathcart one time.
really,
I've been when it was in construction. I've been there
Okay.
to eat whatever. I went for a site visit for an event, but like I've never been on a Thursday night.
yeah, it's nice. It's a vibe. There's a lot of
for sure.
people.
It's a vibe. Like, keep on
It's
hearing.
more relaxed. Like it's more
Then it's not
open
cooking.
lights, whatever. It's not in the
You can actually have a conversation basically.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I think that's just more our vibe. The older we got,
100%.
I can't remember the last time I went to Saint Laurent Street.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Saint Laurent. Dude, I don't think there's anything on Saint Laurent anymore.
Actually, it's not true. When I used to date a bottle girl, we would go to Col
true.
Privé. Yeah.
That was the day before.
Yeah, but I felt like myself, I felt like a loser because I was older than the demographic there, right? So here I am, and there's a bunch of these kids. I'm like, 100%. There's like a good like 2 or 3% of you that are under 18.
Yeah.
hands down.
For sure. With their fake ID.
Yeah, and I didn't like it, right? But
I don't go out that often, to be real, because a lot of what I do for my business is being out, right? So unless there's a big DJ that I really want to see, or unless, like, example, we'll finish like Oshiaga as an example, and me and one of my managers, and or even Ilsa Nick, and there'll be an after party at New City Gas, and we know the owners of New City Gas. So like, I'll park in the back, I'll walk in from the back, I go right to the booth, and it's like it's easy,
perfect.
right? Yeah. That's the only way. Like, I'm going out, and then if I don't happen to know somebody, but I really want to see the DJ, then I'll bite the bullet, But for the most part, like, if it's not easy, like you said, like Cathcart for you guys, it's not worth it.
no, now us is more so just like if ever Matt this summer that passed, like he brought us to the F1, and it was the same thing that you kind of just described. You don't do the lineup.
Were you guys upstairs in the
No,
paddocks?
not the paddocks.
Okay.
The other one. So there's the paddocks, us one, and then there's the VIP, and then the normal. The VIP one, and the VIP one.
Yes, where like all the like other sponsors, the companies, they
nice.
kind of stay.
That's
Like
fun.
the sweets. Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah,
That's fun.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's good.
Because other than that, forget about it.
Yeah.
Well, boys, I think we've reached the point of the episode.
Let me take some shots.
Tried to take some shots.
Rather than me, yeah.
A lot of demographic is also Hispanic, so they're gonna
Like that.
enjoy that. This is what we're drinking.
While you do that, I was about to say in Dubai, a lot of girls do this, which is going out, because you just mentioned it, just going out alone, and they just wait to get picked up by guys.
Alone?
Like, they're just like,
you
either
don't see
they're
that here,
alone
for sure.
or with other girls.
Yeah.
But you can see them because they don't actively buy anything. Like, they don't really have anything on their thing. They just wait. They just look good. And at some point, you see it. Like, if you just watch, you see like someone comes and start talking
Grabs
to
them and then brings them to their table.
But we saw that at Nobu, bro. Like in is it
Marbella?
Marbella. Remember the 3 girls in like they're like red dress, pink dress, whatever.
At the
Black
table.
girl. Yes.
Yes.
And they had nothing on their table for an hour. Like, we ate.
Crazy,
we
bro.
look back, there was still, and we're like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
And I saw a TikTok after saying that girls do this. Like, they just go out and just wait.
Like, I'm okay. Like, look, I know, I don't want to say I know. I'm sure there's girls that'll go out and sit at the bar and then wait, and then someone will be like, "What are you girls doing? Come drink."
Yeah,
with us."
yeah,
It's
exactly.
Cool. But a girl to go alone, that's wild. Yeah. That's crazy.
It's just there in Dubai. There's more girls just alone because Dubai is one of the safest city in the world.
Right.
So essentially, most girls are alone because they're really comfortable being alone because they know nothing's gonna happen to them.
Right.
So you just see them walk around.
Hey, man, whatever
whatever
works,
they want.
dude.
Yeah, exactly.
True.
But are they
They're pretty.
Escorts?
Yeah. 99%.
They are
99% of them.
I thought they were just like
So you didn't lead with that, bro. You're like,
I thought
in
they were just
Dubai,
like-
Yeah, but the thing is, you can't tell as much.
yeah.
But you can't tell as much because, like over there, it's not illegal, but you have to be modest. Otherwise, someone's gonna come and tell you.
Right.
So you can't have like the biggest cleavage and like skinny, like a little pum short or whatever. So then you can't really know if she's an escort or not. But apparently,
but you know she's an escort.
Yeah, probably.
Go
Right.
and
So, Brahm, I don't know how I did, but my rule of thumb was that for a shot, you go like in the first line.
Yeah, sure, bro. Whatever.
I don't know, bro. I'm
Cheers, boys. Cheers. Thanks for having me, guys.
Ah, c'est bon ça.
it's not as bad as I remember.
oh wow.
C'est bon ça.
Because I remember it with all like the bad memories and stuff. The good stuff.
See, if I went to Dubai and I went to talk to a girl and then came and she was like, so it's gonna be $5,000.
Yeah, imagine.
Hey,
That's what I'm
I
saying.
cried myself to sleep.
That's
Have you been to Colombia?
No.
No need. You have wife and kids. There's no
Everybody's
point.
working.
Right.
Like we went to a club out of Point, and then our boy was like, "Oh, this girl's attractive," you know.
Yeah.
And then he went. He came. We went to go talk to the girl, and they were, you know, our boy's. He finds her attractive. He wants to dance, and then she said, "How much?
Wow.
How much to dance?" You know what I'm saying? Anyways, it was just crazy.
Or they're just gonna steal your money. Like they're just
Yeah,
you walk. You don't want to tell them your story. Oh, you wanted to skip that part. You said it on the podcast, anyways.
You brought up Colombia, brother.
That was insane. I was with you.
Yeah.
Fucking bitch.
How is that my fault?
You didn't see it, bro?
No.
Fuck.
I kept convincing you that like nothing happened. She's like, nah, man, no.
Yeah. He was like, nothing happened. I was like, no. I lost. Basically, we're walking downtown Cartagena, and then basically there was that one girl. There was two girls actually. She had bombastic boobs and fat ass, everything, you know. And then she came up to me and she was like, "Hola, papi." Me in Spanish. I go, you know,
papi. No, papi.
Papi, and I'm lost, you know.
That's it, done.
So she came up to me and she was like, "No, papi, que rico, and titties all over here." And I was like, whoa. I was like, no dinero,
No dinero.
I'm good. And I'm happy. I'm like, oh shit, nice. That was my first girl coming up to me. And then out of Point, I see her next over there. I put my hands in my pockets.
No wallet.
And I'm like,
Bro.
I feel lighter.
I feel lighter. One thing, I didn't bring my wallet. I just had basically cash and condoms.
Yeah. Cash and
Priorities.
Hey, man.
good.
No credit
No
card.
ID, by the way.
No ID, no none of that. You know, I had this and then in my pockets. And I was like, okay. Then I put my hands in my pocket. I'm like, hey, I feel light, you know. And then I look at Matt. I'm like, yo, I had money earlier, right? He was like, I don't know, and I was like, okay. I look at the girl, and the girl's like this, and I'm like,
like nothing happened.
I'm like, and then I call my boy. I'm like, yo, did I leave money on my bed? Maybe it slipped out of my pocket or something like that, you know? And then he went to go check, and there was nothing. I was like, this bitch, she stole my money. And then she was acting as if nothing happened. And I couldn't do anything. Because if I heard that if you do something, she just has to scream. And then I'm in deep shit. You know what I'm saying?
The whole street is infested. They're all
Yeah. No, it was crazy.
It's like a square or like a rectangle, and they just walk nonstop.
Yeah.
Like we pass by 900 times the same girl, over and over and over. So at some point because same thing I was like, are you gonna tell her? He's like, no, there's nothing I can do.
I can't.
Like, it is what it is. I'm like, all right, whatever. We keep walking, and then at some point we see her again. He goes, this fucking bitch.
Yeah, every time I saw her, every single
it burns deeper and deeper.
But then we see her do the same thing to another guy, live, like. Whoosh.
But you didn't feel her at any point touching you? Like when she was like...
I think the way she worked basically was
I think she said puppy and you were like, that's
she
it.
just-
I have no feeling in any of my body.
I just remembered why, because she went all papi and shit, and she was also gili gili kukurapo, you know what I'm saying?
okay.
So my brain was like titties,
Off.
I was like, whoa.
Wait,
whoa,
where
whoa.
were you?
I was all over
I
the
was
place.
there, but I was letting him do it. It was his birthday, bro.
Yeah, he
The
was
girl-
watching me getting my shit
The girl
stolen.
just came. The girl just came. I'm like, yeah, like,
You're like,
fine.
yeah,
I'm like, yeah. So I'm not watching anything.
Yeah.
I'm like, you go for it, you know.
I think she was also smart about it, because like as a man, you know, a girl comes up to you, big tits with big everything, she's just touching you, groping you and everything. My brain is like, whoa, what is happening? You know,
Yeah.
I'm not thinking of
of course.
her putting her hands in my pockets, you know. So she did that super stickly, and I was like,
She's probably done
like,
that to
Oh,
thousands.
1,000%. Yeah.
She got a good paycheck at the end of the
I
night.
think I lost what, $120, something like that.
That's not even so
It's not,
bad.
it's not that bad. I was like,
It's good for her.
Yeah.
yeah.
But they all want to touch you essentially. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I'll give you an example. When we're walking back to leave, there's 2 other girls that were following us, and we're like, "Get the fuck out!" But whatever. They were just trying to entertain us, whatever. But I wasn't letting any of them just to touch me. And one of them said, "Are you gay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm gay. What's up? What's up?"
What's the problem?
I think one of the last nights, him and I were so sick and tired of girls coming up to us and being like, money, money, money,
just
money.
acting gay a little bit
No,
more?
we acted like we were working as well. Yo, I went there. I had a shirt and I dropped my pants a bit so they could see my V line.
So good, bro.
And then I was acting like you know what I'm saying?
Love it.
And then they were talking to us and I was like, 50,000. 50,000. And then she was like, huh? I was like, 50,000. Yeah, mostly, I want to get paid. It was hilarious.
They probably know
yo.
every single
Yeah,
person
they're like,
working
yeah,
on
sure,
that
bro,
block.
Oh, but I noticed that when we were walking on the beach, and then there was this girl talking to you as we were walking, and then we go further down the line, another girl's trying to talk to you, and the first girl that we didn't think they knew each other started snapping, saying it's my client type shit.
Yeah.
And it's like you notice also we're like, wait, so everyone knows
Everybody
everyone.
knows.
Like we didn't know, but yeah, they all know each
Yeah.
other.
We got harassed on the
no
beach.
shit.
We wanted to go just for Sea-Doo. That alone was a nightmare. But then we just wanted to relax on the portion of the beach. I think maybe every 10 minutes, somebody's either coming to sell you a bracelet, a seashell necklace, a massage.
So frustrating.
We couldn't do anything. So Colombia is really like a place if you want to go with your boys, bachelor, do some stupid shit.
Probably won't ever go to Colombia, to be real.
There's if you're if you're if your group is in relationships, it's like
Yeah, it's never gonna happen.
There's no,
it's not there's no point.
I'm good.
So what I wanted to do is very quickly is that instead of us getting fucking blasted with Don Julio, I have seltzers just to go through a quick game of drink if.
Okay.
So I'm going to read these prompts.
Yeah.
And if ever you did one of these things, you drink. It's kind of like a never have I ever.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so
Gotcha.
you guys
Fuck.
can pick your
thinking right now.
poison. You guys can fill up your red cups because no free sponsorships. I didn't give you one?
No. What is?
Wild berry.
Yum.
Bon.
The last time you guys played Never Have I Ever? That's the real question.
We're probably even friends.
Right.
Long time ago.
Okay, so these ones are the way that I have it. 'Cause some of them is our audience who asked, some of them is a little bit of a mix, some of them are the ones that I came up with. So, but they're targeted.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Targeted.
So the first one says, Matt, drink if you ever told someone I'm over her while still checking her story every night.
Yeah. Matt is all about stalking.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
If it posts,
Are we allowed to drink if we've also done the same thing? Okay, perfect.
fuck it.
Bella. Okay, we're all victims right now.
Okay, so then I won't say names. Then I'll just say, drink if you've ever flirted mid-episode just to prove a point.
Flirted mid-episode?
Mid-episode with each other? Or?
Drink,
Hey,
drink,
mid-episode.
drink.
Oh, like talking to someone mid-episode.
I guess or
Well, I don't do any episodes.
Flirted mid-episode. Nah.
drink.
I don't remember. That's
I'm
crazy.
just thirsty.
Yeah.
Why is he not drinking?
Who have I flirted with? Did I?
You're
Yeah.
telling me.
Yo, what the fuck?
Yo, man.
I don't.
We had a whole
guy-
season
this
where we
guy-
had only girls on the panel as a
I
guest.
think I saw that one actually.
And you think he didn't flirt with his eyes? Agree?
Oh shit, dude! When you walked in, the first thing I saw were your fucking eyes. I'm like, this is a good-looking dude.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I noticed.
He's like this. So,
So,
what are you looking like?
We'll talk about it.
I'm gonna ask a question, but I'm gonna cut it out. Okay.
Okay.
How many of them did you sleep with?
That's my
Anyway,
point.
so back to the drink. Drink if you ever pretended. Well, this one is more towards you.
Okay.
Although maybe you were not never on necessarily the bartender side of things, but it says drink if you ever pretended a drink was out of stock just because a client annoyed you.
Oh.
If they asked for a certain drink or for a certain bottle, money's money, right?
I can tell you a story though that what I did do one time.
For sure, 100%.
So I was working in Hudson St. Lazare, so deep end. Yeah. Okay, your end.
I'm from Vancouver.
Okay, cool. So not far from him. And I was working, it was like one of my first bar jobs, and it was at a bar called Fox's Run, doesn't exist anymore, and that's why I'm telling the story. And this guy was really fucking pissing everyone off. He was drunk. He was disorderly. He was just being a jerk, you know? So he went to the bathroom and we made a round of shots. But you know the bar mats that you make the drinks on? And then you have spillage in there. And there's a bunch of different things that spill into that, even if you use the gun, whatever. We made shots with that.
Of just the spillage.
And we made shots for ourselves, but we poured the bar mat into his shot glass. And he came out and he drank it. It's not so gross, but it's kind of gross, you know? But yeah, no, I definitely never refused anyone because he was pissing me off, like saying that we didn't have it.
That's good.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? You're on the
And even like,
Yeah, it's fucking delicious. What was in there? That was fucking delicious.
It's warm. It's warm. Okay, the next one says, drink if you've ever been roasted in the comments and low-key agreed with them.
It's more you guys.
Yeah.
damn.
You guys get a lot of pushback in your comments? Like you get a lot of any haters or?
It's not really haters.
even.
It's just
It's
like
just
the roast
comments.
us.
Right.
It's like they were part of us. They say roast that we've already opened the door to get roasted.
Right. But no haters. Like you guys don't do anything that's like that's.
I don't think we have many haters actually.
good.
No.
We
That's
got
good.
one hater in the beginning of our podcast,
Okay.
which now it's funny if she still listens to this. But you remember we said, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna get canceled, and she did a duet of our video saying, "You guys are not big enough to get canceled. I don't know why you guys think you're
Wow.
that shit." or whatever."
Nice.
I remember that girl till today. What's up?
No, it's not on business.
So that's the only time we ever had someone
But that's
saying
good, man. Because nowadays you just got people just looking for trouble, man.
Yeah,
Just doing
yeah.
anything the wrong way.
It's also because I think like we're so real and so unhinged. And so
Yeah,
like
that's okay.
we say the real thing. So like you can't really hate us for us being ourselves,
Yeah.
in a way. So they end up just liking us for anything.
That's
saying the craziest shit.
We just say some
like
crazy
we
shit.
cancel ourselves anyway.
Yeah.
If anything,
Like
yeah.
it's
But early on, before we were even like, before numbers, right?
Yeah.
like I don't
It's crazy, man. Honestly, I don't want to get into a whole woke conversation, all that shit. But like even like with our bartenders and shit, like back in the day, like when our girls behind the bar, let's just go like pre-COVID, okay?
Yeah.
Which is a long time ago. We're
Yeah.
talking 5-6 years ago. But like back then, bro, even when I was bartending, like you're there to flirt. You're there like whether you're a dude or you're a girl and you're flirting, you're making that money. Now it's like one guy looks you the wrong way and there's an email thread to HR about consent and he looked at me that like, calm the fuck down, dude. You're in the fucking restaurant industry. You're in the bar industry. Like, I again, we hire all kinds of different people, right? Like, but sex sells. At the end of the day, like you see our bartenders, you see even our busboys are good-looking guys, good-looking girls. Like don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I wouldn't hire an ugly girl. It's cool. They don't really message to work for me, but like, it's like
There's levels to this.
but here's the difference.
privilege.
The difference is too is in an event world, you're not necessarily making tips, right? But don't go work in a bar or a club or a restaurant and then be like, oh, I don't flirt or like, don't look at me like this way. Or, you know, I've always been like the type of guy that's been like, no problem, sir, no problem, ma'am. Like I'm always like touchy. Now they're like, yo,
Right.
Yeah.
don't touch me. You don't have consent to touch.
It's like
Dude,
I have a wife and kids.
I'm telling you, like super quick story. There was like a whole fucking thing at one of the places we were working. I'm not going to mention any names because that's going to be a problem. But and the girl, she basically told the client, you can't do something here. He's like, okay, cool, no problem. I'll put it out right away. And she's like, don't touch me. And then a whole fucking email thread went out on Monday about how you're not allowed to touch anyone and you have to have consent. I'm like, are you guys fucking okay?
Yeah.
I'm like, are you guys okay? The guy didn't, he's like, you touched my hair. He's like, you didn't touch your fucking hair. I was standing right there. He said, no problem.
Yeah.
Because you asked him to do something. Like some people just have like, I'm 44. Like I've always been like, when I used to work at Jack Astor's, I wouldn't stand over you at the table. They taught us like, get down on your knees and be at like eye level with your clients. Create that friendship with your clients, you know, like it eliminates guest complaints, etc. So I've always been like sure, no problem, my pleasure. And like now, bro, like
Everybody's soft.
don't fucking touch me. Don't look at me the wrong way. Like don't make a pass at me. Don't make a this joke. It's a little crazy.
But even just as people, like back in the day when I was a kid, the doorbell would ring and it was like an exciting moment.
Yeah.
Who's at the doorbell? Now it's like somebody rings the doorbell. It's, who's the fuck is at my door?
who the fuck's at my door?
You know what I'm saying? Like the whole perspective, a lot of things have just changed over time, you know?
Yeah.
And one thing I wanted to ask is, what is your opinion? Because I've dated bottle girls in the past. What is your opinion about men who are not in that industry dating girls who are in the industry?
Look, I mean, you date whoever you want to date, right? At the end of the day, you have to have a strong. You have to be a very confident dude, I think, because these girls are getting hit on all the time.
Every night.
Everyone always wants to bang the barmaid or the waitress, right? Like it's just what it is. So I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of bottle service girls in the city that are normal and whatever the case may be, and there's a lot of girls that are not. Right? I can't tell you where they work and where they don't. I know you want that information.
I was about to ask you.
All that to say, I think that if you're gonna date a bottle service girl, it's not like dating a stripper, right? Obviously, that's two different sides of the spectrum. But you're gonna date a bottle service girl, just be ready that she's gonna be out, she's gonna get hit on. Her job is to flirt and make fucking money to come back and spend it on you.
Right.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And if you can't handle it,
Move on.
find something else. Find something else.
What do you think is the ratio of cheating is?
Cheating, in terms of like in
terms of girls in the bottle service industry who are in relationships, how many? Like, let's say on 10.
I don't know. It's a
No,
loaded
you never
question.
seen
I don't
anything?
ever really seen that, to be honest with you. Like, well, it wouldn't happen with like the event industry and people on my team because we have a little bit of a younger staff too.
Right.
But even when I was in the club scene, it's not something you see so much. Like, I don't think dudes should be worried if you're dating a bottle girl that she's going to cheat on you, to be honest with you. You know where she is. You know she's there till 5 a.m. What she's going to bang at 5:30 in the morning. Yeah. So she's probably coming home. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. A lot of people now have everyone's location and you know where everyone is all the time, whatever, right? So like, I don't know, bro.
It might be more like a US thing.
No, you think that happens on
Or you got PTSD.
Really?
Yeah. It's crazy. Like, but like openly admitting to cheating and also
With
like
With what? One of their clients? Like a girl says, I banged one of my clients the other day type of thing? Like,
well, but also like, you know,
It's everything.
My boyfriend's best friends.
okay.
Stuff like that. Yeah,
I
some
just
weird shit.
saw a video of a girl in the car talking with her man saying, I don't want to block my ex-boyfriend because I still care about him and I want to see what he's doing and I care and blah. And the guy was like, yo, respectfully, like it's not even that deep. Just like block him so we can concentrate on relationships and blah blah blah. It was like, no, I'm not gonna do that, blah blah. Like I don't understand. The guy said, listen, 2 options. You block him or the relationship is over.
But what do you think about that? You agree?
Yeah, like I agree with like doing what like makes your partner comfortable. That makes sense.
100%.
Like, why do you care about your ex and you want to see? Like, I don't get it. It has to make sense. Like, we're not
fucking.
No, but yeah, 100%.
Or whatever, or it's a backup plan.
Yeah. Exactly.
So
there's a lot of things that for me, like sometimes I see things in the US and like it's so flagrant, like how like the red flag is there and the guy just goes, I love her, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you do you have friends?
Yeah.
Is your boys telling you some shit? Like what? Like
no, because their boys are probably
Waiting.
doing the cheating.
Yeah.
Also,
I saw that video. I saw a video, a couple of videos of that on TikTok too. Yeah. It's like he like the girl calls. What is it? The girl calls her man and she's like, "Hey babe, just gonna go out with Lauren to see this play or whatever the case is." And then he's like, "Okay, babe." And then he hangs up the phone and then it zooms over and Lauren's in the bed, and then she's like, "Who was that?" And he goes, "He said she said she was going to play with you, and she was in the
So they're both cheating.
It's crazy, bro.
it makes sense.
Obviously, these are all fucking set up
Sticking
things.
together.
The thing is, like, I can't relate because all my friends or everyone around me, I have never at least witnessed guys thinking that route. But the things that I'm seeing in the US, I'm like, how is that even? If I do something how the guys are doing, and I'm getting roasted to my deathbed, like these guys will bully me to like, what am I doing?
You're saying there's no loyalty is what you mean?
No, but what I mean is like if I'm getting not just cheated on, like just like the girl is clearly 1,000,000% playing me, and I'm acting like I don't know,
Right.
and I'm telling them, and they can see it like it's clear as day, and I'm like,
No,
Sergio, I love her. I'm gonna get fucking destroyed. Like there's no way. So like I don't understand. So I'm like, whatever.
I think it's a culture thing too. Like just the whole like fucking the LSU, all the fraternities. Like that's like it's a culture
thing about that college life shit. Because I gotta tell you,
I've never been.
It's wild.
I gotta tell you something. Like obviously born and bred in Montreal, whatever. But like, I don't know, man, another life, dude. That college life.
Oh,
just drinking fraternity, like sorority shit, like fucking serious, man. They party all the time.
It's insane.
Their whole school curriculum, the whole thing.
Imagine if you're like a D1 basketball, football star.
I'm gonna be real. It has to be
single.
hard.
Yeah, syphilis or chlamydia. One of the two.
They share that.
No, at this point, it's
everybody got it.
It's null.
Everyone has it. There's no worry, right? That's right.
What do you call it? Herd immunity.
Yeah.
Yo, this is disgusting.
Yeah.
No, I would never be able. But let alone if you're that guy, imagine you're the parents of the kids going to school.
Yeah.
and doing all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you do? What do you do if your daughter gets a scholarship?
Send her back to Haiti.
in track
To where?
in LSU.
LSU, nah.
Yeah, no, but yo,
I'll
she
be
got a
real.
scholarship, fam.
I'm going. I'm moving there too.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm moving there too.
Okay, you're moving there, but that's not the point. Are you going to be there at the parties?
Oh, bro, I am moving there.
It's hard.
Man, shit, this is hard.
It's a scholarship. She's focused.
You know what? I trust her. Now you're good.
I mean, if she's raised properly,
Also, yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, you never know.
That's what
You
I'm
never
saying.
know.
You never know.
Because I know some good girl.
okay, buddy. Choose your words. Choose your words.
Take a sip of your drink, baby.
I'm trying to imagine the rest of your sentence. It's great.
Okay.
Hear me out.
Cut.
Yeah.
Hear me out. Because I know a good girl. I mean, a girl that looks like she's a good girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like she walks around and everything. You think she's a good girl, you know?
Those are the ones you have to watch out for, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hear me out.
Yeah.
So basically, at a point where we're talking blah blah, we did the deed because blah blah, and then afterwards she was telling me like what she likes, and then she's like, oh my dream is to basically be tied on a bed and have a whole frat house knock and just come in
Shut the fuck up.
one after the other.
That's at the like sneaky librarian shit, dude.
Yeah.
Basically, that was her kink, and that's what she wanted. And at a point, she was
Bukkake.
comfortable enough to ask me. She was like, "Do you have friends?" Yeah, no, it was crazy.
Did you have friends? She asked you.
She asked me if I had friends, and I was like, "Yeah, I mean, I do have friends, but
I gotta go.
I don't have 20. It was just crazy. Yeah,
There's a lot of girls that want that. It's
That
just
have
because
that kink.
society is
Frowns upon.
shamed
yeah,
it so
like,
much.
yeah, they're gonna get shamed like crazy. But there's a lot of girls like me and Carl. We have the same trick as when we're talking to girls to.
Watch your mouth.
Yeah, ta lumière est ouverte. C'est quoi ta prochaine question, Doug?
I was gonna say, do you have, as a father, do you have any fears seeing the way the world
Every
is going?
single fucking day.
Yeah.
Every day. I make jokes all the time that I'm going to chain my daughter up until she's 30, but like every day.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to do now, to be real, is stay relevant and stay cool-ish, right?
Yeah,
For-
cool
for
dad.
44.
Wait, how
40-year-old.
old she is?
My daughter is 9.
Okay.
8. Excuse me. She just turned 8. Sorry, my son.
So now when she's gonna be in 10 years you're gonna be 54. You still gotta be like
be a cool
relevant.
So trying to stay relevant and
Yeah.
like just like I know the owner of New City Gas, I know the promoters here. Obviously, promoters are going to change, but I'm
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
stay cool
Yeah.
because I'm going to put her picture up on the
You're gonna have
fucking
eyes
wall. People know
That's my dog, by the way.
that's Bram's daughter.
Yeah.
Like either let her in or watch
I
her.
like that. I fuck with that.
I always make the joke like she's like, Daddy, I need you. I'm gonna be like, I'm already here. You know what I'm saying? Like, Dad, I'm in the movie theater. I'm like, I know I'm 3 rows back. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I'm petrified.
Like, as soon as she says her name, it's like, oh wait, you're her daughter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, yeah, it has a ring to it, the last name, so people are gonna know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, truth be told, I'm very afraid.
Yeah.
With the shit I see happening in high schools now. Never mind all the bullying and all that other shit. I'm talking about just from like a female standpoint and like confidence and feeling like you're wanted and feeling pretty and the struggles with social media and what is beautiful and what are good look. My daughter's in competitive hip hop and she's a great girl and she's a smart girl and she's got confidence, and when she dances, she's fucking like you see it. You know what I'm saying? I'll show you guys a video when we break, but she's fucking top, right?
Yeah.
So like that makes me happy. And then she has an older brother, my son, obviously, and I know he's gonna watch out for her for the most part. But yeah, bro, it's fucking scary, man.
Yeah.
It's scary because forget about the shit you hear now. What's gonna happen in 10 years from now? You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
every
When do
time change.
people are already experimenting with sex and drugs and whatever the case is now when you're 12, 13, 14? Bro, that's in fucking 5 years.
Yeah.
Like that's scary shit. So is it gonna happen even earlier in 10 years from now? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's most like it's like a generational thing, right? It's how you teach your kids and how then that gets passed on over and over, right?
So
That's why you gotta be careful.
I agree, and yeah, you can teach them and you can guide them. At the end of the day, is your kid going to be a leader or your kid going to be a follower, right? And are they the ones that are going to make the right decisions and have all their friends come and do that? Or are they going to be like, oh, well, we're all trying this, you should come too, and then they're a follower, right? I don't think there's one that's right or wrong. I just think that's what's going to kind of define them as
As a person.
You know what I'm saying?
But I also think like we speak about, like, for example, a lot about sports, right? And one of the examples I bring up a lot is LeBron being somebody who came from nothing, and then his son being raised having everything,
Sure.
you could already see the difference in hunger and drive and in entrepreneurship. Because
You think that LeBron had more hunger and drive, or his son does?
no, that LeBron had.
Yeah, of course.
His son was born into wealth, right? Born into success and fame. I mean, from what Matt told me, he got into the Lakers thanks to his dad.
No, yeah, definitely.
Well, I mean, not rightfully so, right?
Well, yeah, but then what happens after? What happens now to Bronny's kids when he starts to have kids? Like, how does that mindset?
But Bronny, from what I understand, is a good basketball player, right?
He is
He's
but
decent.
Like he's not an NBA player.
Okay.
He's
not an NBA player, but he's in the NBA.
Yeah. He's 1,000,000% not an NBA player.
Right.
He even right now the Lakers, LeBron's injured, Austin Reeves and Luka, which is the big heads. So it's only role players playing, and he's still not scoring.
Right.
And he has playing time. But like some other players I've seen in the league, bro, they're super good. They're getting sent in the G League in Europe
Right
if they're
away.
not doing 25, 30 points. He averages 1.8 points per the last 10 games. He didn't do anything.
Right.
So
he's there because of his father.
Yeah.
Even to your point, the rookies of this year, there's one guy, his name is VJ. You can see he's the only one that comes from poverty in the new rookies.
And he's the one that's
Bro, he's
breaking
destroying
his
the
ass,
league
right?
right now.
Right.
It's a completely different mindset.
hunger.
And
Yeah,
he keeps
100%.
you see him when he got drafted, he was crying because he said that his mom, I think there are 3 or 4 kids, whatever, and they lived off a generator or
generator.
whatever,
Crazy to hear
for
the
like
stories,
10
right?
years plus, and then he was doing everything in Sparta just to survive a little bit. And you see him when he plays now, it's nonsense compared to all the other guys that comes from rich, from
Wild, eh?
They're good, but the difference is completely different.
Yeah. But that's why I'm saying I think it's really like how you pass down the information. Because let's say, for example, my dad, like if ever we wanted a phone, he could have been the type to be like, hey, no problem.
Go work your fucking ass off and
Be
get
on the
it
family
yourself.
plan, right?
100%.
But there's no way.
Yeah.
I mean, my brother went out and worked and got his first phone.
Yeah.
The following week. I stole mine, but you know, they're different paths of entrepreneurship, right? But I think that's how it passes down. And I think my dad now instilled that in me, and then it's up to me to then instill that into my kids' mindset.
I think the work ethic nowadays of I don't want to say kids, but I mean like however you want to look at it, like, you know, whatever age group you want to see, when people start working 18, 19, 20, whatever the case may be, I think the work ethic, so it actually post-COVID, the work ethic, just from my perspective in my business, was bad. Like people were like you, I didn't not interview, like they were interviewing me. Like, what are you going to do for me if I come work for you? Like, get the fuck out of here. A, B, it was always like, when am I working? How much am I making? What time am I getting cut? Like before you even start. You know what I'm saying? And like that, I don't fucking play that shit because I was raised and my work ethic is so different. So like, it was very lazy and it was always like the minimum amount of work for the most amount of money, right? And then that shifted in the last 2-3 years, and I notice a lot with my staff now. The work ethic has shifted and has changed in a big way where. They might ask to get cut first because they want to go out and buy bottles at the club or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, they're looking out for each other. They want to work, and they're like for example, we might have 6-7 events in one night, and then you'll be working one, you'll be working one, you'll be working one. You'll finish and message the group, and be like, "Yo, I'm done early. Anyone need any help?" So the camaraderie and the teamwork is there, and it's the best I've ever seen it in the history of my business, and that's something, you know, to look forward to for the future. But will it last, right? Is it always going to be like that? Or are these kids so spoiled that they're on the family plan and they don't think they need to work anymore? You know what I'm saying? So
how do you go about it? Like, let's say mid-event, girl or guy is just having a complete burnout or crash out.
we always have enough staff. We always staff enough people. So like example, like our ratio is like 1 bartender for every 50 guests. So we're doing a wedding for 200 people. We got 4 bartenders, sometimes even 5, because we want to ensure that people are getting served their drinks fast.
Yeah.
How many events have you been to where, you know, it could be 200-300 people. You have 2 bartenders behind the bar. You're sitting and waiting for a fucking drink for like 7-8 minutes.
Yeah.
It's unacceptable.
7 minutes.
Or more. Or
15.
more. No, for
That's
sure.
crazy,
It's
yeah.
unacceptable. So,
there.
but just so you understand a little bit of the history of it, their motto is the less bartenders I have working, the less
profit.
alcohol I'm going to serve, the more money I'm going to make. our motto is we want to staff more bartenders. We want to make sure everyone's having an amazing time. We want to make sure you get your fucking drink lickety split.
Yeah.
And then it's like a no-brainer. Like, yo, we just went to this wedding last night. Brahm Mauer to the bar. You got to hire this fucking guy. His girls were good looking. They've created a party. Drinks were on fucking point. Mixology was amazing. Whatever. And then it's a no-brainer. So it's a different mentality, right? So we have someone that burns out in the middle of a shift. They're easily like we can easily let someone go because our bartenders are strong enough to handle the gap, right? To mind the gap, if you will. Yeah. What?
Imagine. No, it just in my mind, when the whole event is being orchestrated, to just think that somebody's having a complete breakdown.
It doesn't happen often.
No.
You'd be surprised. It doesn't happen often.
I guess people that get into that industry end up building a tolerance to the bullshit, the people around, the guests and the whatnot.
Sometimes some girls will, when we're doing a club party, like it doesn't really happen like a wedding or a corporate event, but sometimes we'll do like a club party and guys will be guys and guys are buying drinks. Even girls are giving our girls drinks. Like, come do a shot with me, whatever. It doesn't matter what, you are, who you are, male or female. You're doing shots to the bartender. Sometimes it gets away from you, right?
Yeah.
And I've had some of my best girls that it's been wild, and every client that's coming to the bar that's ordering shots is giving one to the barmaid. Obviously, know your limits and don't drink when like have some fucking water and be smart. But sometimes it gets away from you fast, especially when you're working. Because when you're just drinking and that's all you're doing is drinking and dancing, you can feel a lot faster. When you're working, you're running around, it hits you all of a sudden, right?
Yeah.
So it's happened where girls have gotten, a little bit drunk, and we notice it right away. Our managers notice it right away. They go to the back, they have some water, they chill out. If they're too drunk to go back to the bar, they go home. And if they feel better after, 15, 20 minutes, half an hour, whatever, they go back and they work.
And that's it.
Yeah.
I was about to ask if they have to drink all the drinks or they can.
They don't. They don't.
Yeah,
They don't.
Okay.
No. But we've definitely been in some situations where, we always bring a shitload of alcohol, right? Because we have our trucks. They come to bring an extra couple of Grey Gooses boxes or a couple boxes of tequila. It's not a big deal, right? We already have it on pallets. We're rolling in the pallets anyway, so who gives a shit, right?
Yeah.
But we did this wedding once, and I think they went through something stupid, like 3 or 4 cases of Grey Goose at the cocktail hour before ceremony. So I went to my team and I was like, yo, I was in the back or something. I was like, where's all the Grey Goose? And they're like, what do you mean? I was like, dude, guys, we brought 6 cases of Grey Goose. Where's the other 3 or 4 cases? They're like, well, they drank it. I was like, what? I'm like, impossible. There's got to be somewhere. And I couldn't even believe it. And we're talking about like 250 people. Like, dude, if you do the math on that super quick, like just for shits and giggles, here, let's say it's 48 bottles times 26, 1,248 ounces divided by 250 people. You're talking about 5 drinks per person of just Grey Goose in the first fucking hour of the fucking wedding. At the end of the day, okay, you can only drink so much before you're gonna fucking die. Okay, so like if you're drinking at the starting of the night, you're gonna slow down, or you're gonna slowly drink from the start, like at the starting, and then get crunk later, right? Yeah. Either way, these people are 5 drinks in of Grey Goose in the first hour. So I'm like, you got to go back to the fucking warehouse.
Yeah.
He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, what do you mean? Bro, we brought 6 cases of Grey Goose. They went through 4. You got to go back to the fucking warehouse, get more Grey Goose. So like, it's a constant variable. I'll never know
exactly how much.
We do a Jewish wedding, they're drinking more tequila vodka. We're doing a French Canadian wedding, they're drinking more beer and wine, right? So we never know what people are going to drink. So we just bring a shitload of everything and make sure that we have enough to have a nice back bar display, and then make sure we have enough for people to drink, right?
You guys got to grab in the warehouse. Is it like far, or is it like
no? So we have a warehouse. Our main office is right off the Carry, right behind the Julep, and then we have a couple venues in the city as well that we own. So we have stock there, and then we're exclusive at a couple other venues where we also have our alcohol.
So you always have access at all times.
I always have alcohol, probably in the vicinity of like 10 minutes away.
Okay, gotcha.
Which is pretty cool. Unless we're working up north or something like that, and then we bring even more because we know that if something happens, we don't have options.
What?
Yeah.
Yo.
Vous avez des trucs?
How many alcohol? My days. So my segment is basically a bunch of like rumors that I hear here and there about like, nightlife, bartending and everything. Sure. I'm going to ask them and then they're going to say if it's yes or false, if you think it's true or false, and you're going to confirm if it is actually, okay?
Nice. Sure.
Okay. So, this one. Most bartenders flirt just enough to get the tip, but never follow through.
True.
It's true.
True?
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Okay.
But it's crazy. Just super quick. I might elaborate on a little point here and there.
Sure.
Back in the day, we used to flirt all the time, like I was saying before, right?
Yeah.
And now it doesn't happen as much. Now it's like head down, right? Like I touched on it before, right?
Yeah.
So now there's definitely no fucking follow through. But back in the day, there might have been a little bit more than there is today.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Like you meet a good looking guy, or a good-looking girl,
Yeah.
and you're serving them, and they start flirting with you, or whatever the case is, and they're hanging about by your bar the whole time, and you're single. Well, I mean, where else are you meeting people, right? You're either gonna go meet them in the club or you're gonna meet them at an event.
But
right?
for us, it's like, I don't know if you're doing your job or if you really like me.
I get it. I get it. Then they're very good at their job.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I
then
don't like that.
do me a favor, give them my Instagram, send them my way. Okay?
Yeah. Well, no, but the thing is that when I used to date my ex-girlfriend, I used to see her go about and I'm like, yo, she's
working
good
the
at her
room,
job.
bro. What do you mean?
I'm like, this is like, to me, it was funny to see. Because at the end of the day, I know that she's coming back home with me, but I see all these other guys like jaw dropped, trying to.
Of course.
And I'm like,
but it's
idiots.
a confidence thing too, right? Like even if you're a dude and you're a bartender and you know even if you're not even the best looking guy in the room, but you have confidence and you know how to talk to people. Like
If you're funny,
it's.
You think we would do good as bartenders?
I do think you guys would do good. I really do. I'm not just saying that. I do. I think you naturally can talk to anyone, right? Like, so I think that's at its base is what you need to start, right? If you can talk to anyone and then you add a little flirting and then you have menu knowledge or drink knowledge, and there's no stopping you guys.
I think we did good the other day. We did because we all emceed my brother's wedding.
Okay.
And it was our first time ever doing it. But the actual person that was the event coordinator, she was like, listen, if podcasting is not for you guys, I think you guys have a gig.
Where were you
in
guys for the
emceeing.
wedding?
Saint-Charles-sur-Richelieu.
Okay.
Yeah,
A little bit
Après
okay.
Saint-Bruno de Montarville.
Okay.
It was far, but it was a nice venue. It was more like secluded, smaller group.
It's a confidence thing, man. Bartending, service industry, it's confidence.
Yeah.
You gotta like you don't even need to know the product. If you can bullshit your way through the menu,
Yeah,
people feel it.
yeah,
People figure it.
yeah,
we did a good job. So, hey guys, in a few years,
yeah.
Type shit.
That's it.
we're gonna go.
Hey, calm down. It's good.
Okay. Okay. If a bartender likes you, they'll give you stronger drinks.
Ooh,
I'd say true.
I say true.
So it depends on where you are, right?
Okay.
If you work in a bar or in a club where they have that donut or the ASBAR, which is a measurer, then they can't really, because then it'll come out of their tips. Ooh. Right?
Oh.
It'll come out of their pocket. So usually a bartender, have you ever seen them put something on top of the bottle?
Yeah.
You don't see it a lot because a lot of restaurants now are going towards free pour. We do free pour all the time.
Yeah.
And we're making a drink that's an ounce and a quarter to an ounce and a half anyway.
Yeah.
Right? But you're getting an ounce kiff in some of these clubs that have the donut because they're calculating their 26 ounce bottle of goose based on, let's say, 26 drinks. So if there's an ounce or a 0.5 missing off each drink, that ends up coming out of the barmaid's pocket. So the truth is I guess the answer is depends.
Depends on how they're servicing.
Depends on that.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
She might buy you a drink though, or he might buy you a drink.
Cheers on that.
He'll buy you a drink.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. The most toxic couples in the city are always in the bottle my bad.
Ooh.
Wow, I'm stuttering.
Bottle
crazy.
service.
Okay, you're good.
The most toxic couples in the city are always shut the fuck up in the bottle. You fucked me up. The most toxic couples in the city are always in bottle service together.
No.
What's up?
Toxic couples.
No. I've seen toxic couples not working in the industry.
Okay, yeah.
Not true.
Yeah.
Not true.
Okay, I get what you mean. Okay.
I don't even know how to answer that question. I'm gonna be honest.
Really?
What do you mean toxic couples? Like toxic in what way? Like
Basically, it says like stereotypes and energy.
Okay.
Ask him if he notices consistent types depending on others, basically.
But just as like there's more insecurities in other relationships, if there's
Yeah.
more fights, if there's more lack of confidence.
I think,
In a
look,
way.
I think that bottle service is now for the masses, but back in the day, bottle service used to be more for like a little bit more for the well-to-do crowd, right? Now anyone can get bottle service, right? But back in the day, it was a little bit more pretentious in that respect, right? So I think it sees all kinds of different people. I don't know. I don't even know how to answer. I think
From what I've seen, from what I've witnessed personally, I've seen people in much more toxic relationships outside of those kind of industries. I've seen people have healthy relationships and they're dating strippers, they're dating porn stars and all these things.
Because they're super open-minded.
Yeah, compared to other people who are just working a regular 9 to 5, I've
Yeah.
seen way more.
Do you think you guys would ever be able to date a stripper? Honestly.
Actively working or has
No,
worked in the past?
actively working as a stripper.
Actively working.
No, that you need a whole different setup.
Yeah.
Am I in an open or closed relationship?
You are in a normal, closed relationship, okay? There's nothing open about it. You are in a relationship.
Because he cheats if she cheats. That's why.
No, man. Like, there's no way. Like, I
I would be up in my bed like this. like tripping balls.
I'd be her client every night.
Yeah, exactly.
No way.
You can't, don't look at her.
No way.
Take me to the back room.
Yeah.
100%.
Open relationship, fine, no problem. A closed relationship, no way.
But still, even an open relationship. Oh yeah, I guess if you're an open. I guess if you're an open.
I've done open relationship. That's
Right.
why I'm like, whatever. But like, huh?
I don't know.
The pain. I could never.
What did you
Are
say?
you okay, bro?
Is he died?
Let go.
How did it go?
Oh, how did the open relationship go?
I mean, it just died down.
You've been in an open relationship.
Yeah, I've been in an open relationship
All right.
after being with like this girl we were in a closed relationship for many
Okay.
years, and then
So the same girl you were in a closed relationship with, you then turned it to open.
yeah, exactly. And but it was, to be honest, it was to die down. I feel like that the open relationship
Yeah.
thing was just in
A way
order
out.
for us to move. Yeah,
You guys just wanted to cheat guilt free.
That's a fucking good way to put it.
No, but I mean, yeah,
Because they got to the point where it was just like,
it's
where we both do dumb shit. Let's just have an open relationship so that we're guilt free.
it just wasn't working out anyway. So yeah, but
Whatever works, I guess.
No, but we were appreciating each other's space. That's why we're like best friends. So like, okay, we want to continue this relationship, but then
Friendship at this
But
point.
then sexually speaking, more like a friendship.
Yeah, you guys are friends.
exactly.
Yeah.
But sexually speaking, it wasn't really working like that anymore anyway.
Right.
So then I was going elsewhere, she was going elsewhere, and then that's it. And we were talking
I
about
don't think I've ever heard of anyone being in a close and then moving to an open. That's
Hey, you got
fucking-
demoted.
but like you said,
just go to motive.
or maybe it's promoted.
Maybe.
I mean, depends on how you look at it.
I mean, like I said, I think it was just for us to end up breaking up. It was not to
Right.
help the relationship.
Yeah, I get you.
You get what I mean? Like,
It led up to that.
but because if I really answer the question, I could never be in a closed, open relationship because I'll never take you seriously to
Correct.
that point.
I
Because
agree.
as soon as she started fucking other people, this is everything that I needed for me to be like,
You disconnect.
Sure.
yeah, exactly. But I really liked her as a friend.
Yeah.
But as soon as she was telling me like, yeah, we had this, or she went to Vegas to
Yeah.
fuck a guy.
Where's that?
Vegas?
Where's that? It's a vegetarian Vegas. Got it, Vegas.
Vegas. Anyway, she went there, and yeah, exactly. So,
Hey man, listen. We listen and we don't judge. You're good, bro. Okay. A lot
But
of
you didn't answer you. You were able to date a girl as a stripper?
I don't think I could. I'm super open minded. But like a stripper, shit, tabarnak.
Every day. Okay, babe.
Every day.
I'll see you later, babe. Just going to the
They work during the week?
On Mondays.
They work during the week?
Bro, what are you saying, right?
Yeah,
I heard some girls' biggest paychecks happen during the week.
100% during the day.
There you go.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah, bro.
Okay,
Bye, babe. And
Because there's only two of them,
Oh, it's true. So they get all the clients.
so they get all the clients.
Nah, I don't think
You see her
but
walk
why-
out
why
with
is there
like
more
her
clients
6
at the thing?
inches.
There isn't, but if anyone that comes in, right, or even on a Monday night, when you're supposed to be home with your family and you got this one fucking degenerate that's going to the strip club on Monday night, there's not as many people as on a Saturday. So there's only 3 or 4 of them, then the 3 or 4 of them are getting all the work, right?
No, but because I was thinking more on the other side. Is it because it's men that are in a relationship and at night their woman is
Also, could be true.
so
It's a good
like,
point.
during the day they can go there,
Probably.
fuck around, and
they go to work.
they go to work,
Right.
spending their money. Because I heard so many stories about the way that the woman found out that the man was cheating was through the joint bank account because the money was coming out.
Fucking idiot.
You know what I mean? Like, where does this money
Take
come
the
from?
money from
Yeah,
George bank account.
just go
Cash is
withdraw it
king.
and then fucking use cash.
withdraw
But
cash.
hold on a second. How is it? Wait, you can't pay a stripper with a fucking ATM card.
No. Like they take out money cash and then they go spend it. No,
Right,
it's
for
all
sure. But if they take it out of the BMO that's on the corner of fucking Sherbrooke and St. Catherine.
Yeah, but they probably withdraw at the strip club.
Yeah,
That's
maybe
the
no,
fucking
but
problem.
also maybe not.
See, it's la sauce du sel.
Amazon's on St. Jean.
From what I heard, is more something like they
Maybe drinks.
no, but they take it off before in a random bank. But
Okay,
it's
it's just
do it
like
too
every.
often.
Right.
Okay. Where's that money?
There's a pattern.
There's a pattern because most of the time they get away with it one time. They're
Yeah,
like, I can do it every
Yeah.
Monday. So then every Thursday before they would draw the exact same type of money.
That's when someone
Those-
gets caught is when you start breaking
Yeah.
pattern.
Actually, I saw the craziest thing. I had gone to a sex shop that was next to a neuro massage that was next to a barber.
Wow.
And I shit you not, I saw the guy go from the barber shop into the neuro massage parlor. He went from the barber shop,
Okay.
got his hair cut.
Like there's a door.
He left. He got out of the barber shop and then goes into the neuro massage. Because
Damn.
all you have to tell your wife is, "Oh yeah, I'm going to the barber shop."
That's right.
Oh,
Hey, whatever works.
imagine you see it live, like the girl drops him off, and then he acts like he's getting a haircut. And then,
No, yeah, but the industry's crazy, bro. Because when I parked my car, there was 2 girls, workers, getting ready for their shift.
Yeah.
And bro, the
At the
amount
neuro.
of blow that I saw them like doing before going
they
to work
walked in
their
the door,
shit.
yeah.
It was
Oh,
crazy.
damn.
They were listening to like heavy rock music
Jesus Christ.
in like in a beat down car. I was like, wow,
You
what a
know,
life.
Blow is
Damn.
drugs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not
I didn't
blowing.
get it. Yeah.
No.
I was looking at you like just the
Just two
amount
girls
of blow.
vibing. It's like if me and you were in a car, bro, doing blow.
because the amount of blow, I swear to God, I was like, blow? What do you mean?
Focus, bro. Lock in. Shit. Okay. A lot of bartenders hook up with each other after closing time.
You can. Oh,
Yes.
wait, we have to answer first.
Oh yeah, you answer first.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, they have to.
Damn.
Dude, it's actually crazy.
Really?
Yeah, even now, like even currently, in my business anyway, like
Yeah.
they're all banging each other.
Really?
Damn.
Just like nurses.
Not necessarily. I don't want to say like right now. Like I'm not talking to the people that are
Here we have
right
something
now.
back in the days.
Back in the day. No, but I honestly, truthfully, I think that actually happens everywhere. I think that
In every workspace.
Yeah.
you're working with someone, you have someone's back behind the bar, you're working with a bottle service girl, like it's easy. You guys are finishing at the same time. You're both in the same industry. Like,
Yeah.
We call it work husbands and
right,
work wives.
right. I think there's a lot of hookups between staff, interracial staff.
Do you think there's a lot also with like clients? You know, let's say I'm done with my shift as a bartender, and there's that girl that's closing also like finishes her drink, whatever, and I hook up with her after.
You
Or
mean
it's-
like a client?
Yeah, like a
I think the
client, like a
client. I
customer.
think the client can't really stay there past when she's done. So
You guys have
Okay,
to clean up and close up shop.
right.
Okay,
So they'll
gotcha.
probably get.
So,
They'll probably meet up later, if anything.
Okay.
Some guys are probably desperate and they're willing to wait.
100%.
I'll wait for you outside.
But yeah, but what does that say to the girl?
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait for you. No disrespect, obviously, but like you're like if they're done at 5 o'clock and the club closes at 3, you're gonna wait outside for 2 hours. You're like, let me go get this hot dog at Belle Province. I'm gonna come back. You know what I'm
Honest,
saying?
bro, there's some guys that are probably down bad. out there that
100%.
would definitely be waiting.
I'm more of like the give me your number, I'll text you later. You know what I'm saying?
Some guys are willing to stay. Imagine you're the guy waiting, she just never comes out.
Right. She goes at the back door.
Yeah, she never comes.
Yeah,
Because she wanted a bigger tip, bro. What do you mean?
Can you imagine? I could never.
That's crazy. Nah, I can't.
But that happens.
Like, you wait.
For sure.
Fuck. Okay. Promoters don't care if you're hot. They care if you bring girls who are hot.
Well,
know what I'm saying?
that I would agree.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or just bring girls too cool.
yeah. I don't think they care if they're hot or hot.
I think every club wants hot girls in their fucking place because
Yeah.
hot girls bring guys who spend fucking money. And
Yeah.
that's the bottom line.
That's
the
so
logic.
you can be a 2 and walk in with 3 8s
Yeah.
and you're gonna get in because
The value.
they know
is
that
the
you're
three
spending
eights.
correct. The value is the 3 8s.
Yeah, but yeah.
It brings what's the bell curve back in school? Was it the bell curve? And like a bunch of people get a good grade and some people don't, then you end up falling into that. Anyway,
We
long
all
story
dropped,
short-
we dropped out.
Right, I don't even know how I graduated high school to this day. But long story short, the promoter, the owner, knows that 2 is going
Yeah.
to spend money, right?
Yeah.
And the 8s are probably not with the 2 and will go and get other guys at other tables to spend money because they're 8s,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So the sucker is the 2. You feel me?
What do you think about this mindset? Because we have more or less the same mindset, although our girls, they don't do that. But
Yeah.
if ever we had our girlfriend that would go out with her girls at a supper or whatever, or even if they're with us, but they managed to go and get a free drink from a guy, we're the type of
I just saw that.
we're the type of guys to be okay with it. What do you think about that?
So let's put it in perspective. Like you guys are out. You guys are out with your girl. Let's say you're at Moretti. You're out, the 3 of you with
Yeah.
3 of your girls.
Yeah.
They go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
On the way back from the bathroom,
Yeah.
some guy's like, "Yo, come have a drink with me." They end up getting a free drink.
Yeah.
Are you cool? Like you say, you guys are cool with it.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just saw a bunch of shit about this on TikTok, and it was on a podcast too. And I mean, good for the girls to get the free drinks. Good for you guys. You save the money.
100%.
But also the guy obviously saw them sitting with you guys. And if it's 3 and 3, that means that you guys are all couples, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I guess it depends on the situation.
Disrespected in a way?
Yeah.
I'm guessing
it's a little-
right because the guy saw you come in with your girl.
Look, I'm
so
happy.
He knows, you know?
If I save the $14 on the blood orange margarita, okay, cool, good for me. You know what I'm saying? It's not really a monetary thing, but like, I guess it depends on the situation.
Yeah. Well, because me in my mind, even if the guy saw me, like, what are the chances that we're even going to cross paths again? So
Let me flip it on you, okay? The girls go first. You guys are finding parking.
Yeah.
Okay. Or you guys are running your podcast. You're like, meet us at Moretti at fucking 8. You guys run late because you had a bunch of people here, whatever.
Yeah.
You show up at 8:30. When you get there, they're having a drink. The three girls, your three girls are having a drink with three guys at the bar.
No, that's not the same.
Why? Why not?
No, because what we're saying is if they have the drink, they take the drink and leave. But if I see my girl sitting like this with another guy, and entertaining,
But they know you're coming.
Huh?
Your girl knows you're coming, bro.
No.
You say, yo, I'll be there in 20 minutes. They know you're coming. So they're not doing anything bad.
No, I know.
I'm not saying I condone it.
No,
by the way.
I
I'm
know,
just
I
trying
know.
to play devil's advocate, right?
Yeah, I know what you mean. But for me, when it's okay is if you didn't entertain it. So let's say you walk outside of the bathroom, someone came, said, oh, you look good. I bought you a drink. She's like, okay, I have the drink. Comes and see me, give me the drink. Cheers. Guy.
Right.
Yeah.
But and if she's sitting and entertaining, having a conversation with the guy, especially you said three girls. I'm expecting you to talk to his girl and his girl. That's what I'm expecting. When I'm coming, you're talking to these girls. I'm not saying you're talking to No, but you're not talking to the guys.
Okay.
There's no way.
All right. So hold on. Okay. So fine. So they're not sitting with their legs crossed and talking to the guy, but they walk in, they get it, they go sit down at the table waiting for you guys to come. Again, keep in mind, they know you're coming within the next fucking 15, 20 minutes, okay? Yeah. But somebody sends drinks over from the bar and then comes and cheers with them and happens to sit down at the table you guys are gonna eat fucking dinner at.
Sitting down was crazy.
Yeah, sitting
down was crazy.
See, I don't know, man. I gotta disagree a little bit with you guys because like I find it more disrespectful if they see my girl sitting with me and my boys and their two girls, they go to the bathroom, they try to slide in super quick on their way back from the bathroom, as opposed to, I don't see any other dudes.
Yeah.
The girls that weren't like, yo, we're waiting for our boyfriends. They got the free drink. Let them cop that fucking drink.
But it could also be equally as bad because if the three girls are sitting down and we're not there yet, there's three open spots.
True.
The guys could also pick up, it's either going to be three other girls or it's their boyfriend.
Sure.
So in both situations, in my mind, if the guys are staying around and the girls are entertaining it, it's equally as fucked up.
So isn't it on the girls to be like, oh, we're waiting for our boyfriends?
Yeah. My girl should be like, okay, thanks for the drink, and then come back.
But you guys just said you guys would be cool if they got a drink at the bar. I'm not trying to fucking challenge you guys. No, but you guys said you'd be cool if they got a drink from the bar. Like you were cool with it.
Yeah.
So you got to be cool the other way too. You know what I'm saying?
No, but I'm saying, first of all, I don't think any of us would do ever a big deal about it.
Of course not.
Like, we'd just be like, maybe, but like, your girl's good for this. Like, his girl would probably answer something like, thank you for the drink. My boyfriend's gonna love it.
Yeah.
You know, like that's
a good fucking line. That's a good line. That's that right. Right.
I think she did the same thing for the car thing, no? Like the guy mentioned, oh, you have a nice car or whatever. And she said, yeah, my boyfriend got it for me. You know, like just that's what I'm expecting my girl to do. If you have to entertain a conversation, you're sliding my name.
My name, man. My husband.
Yo, you ever heard of Sergio Talks, motherfucker? But I'll give you another quick story. So I was in between events. I was doing something in the old port and I ended up having like half an hour, 40 minutes to kill. And I had a couple of friends, barmaids of mine that were having a drink on a terrace. I went. I sat there at the bar. I sat down with them at the bar. And when I sat down, my friend's like, what are you drinking? I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have a blood orange margarita because that's my shit. And she tells me afterwards, oh, the guy's picking up the tab. I'm like, what guy? She goes to the guy down there. I don't give a shit. It's not my girl or anything like that. So I'm like, okay, great. So she's like, are you hungry? I'm like, fuck sure. What is the fuck? I don't give a fuck. Dude, you said you're picking up the tab. You didn't say you're picking up the tab for two girls. Like, you go and you put yourself out there to say you're picking up the tab for two hot girls at the bar, but they get joined by someone else. That's on you, my guy. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I would
lose my shit.
I'm starving. I'll have a fucking pasta. Let me get a bottle of champagne. No, obviously I didn't take advantage. I'm kidding. But like, you set yourself up for that. Otherwise, just buy a drink, send 2 drinks over, and call it a fucking day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Imagine you think the tab is going to be like, $30, $50.
No, bro, I didn't go and take advantage of this shit. But like,
boom, a whole bill, bro. Oh, hell.
But he for sure saw me walk in and sit down. And then she was like, that guy over there. And I turned around and I was like, cheers, motherfucker. Like,
100%.
Thanks for the nachos. You know?
But sometimes if my girl is away or she went to the restaurant with her friends or whatever, I'll be like, did any guy pick up the tab? Because to me, I would like it if my girl didn't need to spend money that night. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Let
I get
alone,
what you mean.
Because you trust your girl.
Yeah, 100%.
But if you're dating someone you don't trust,
no, fuck that.
Or you're on the fence about, then you have a fucking problem because then you don't want to even ask that because, what else did you have to do for that tab to get picked up? Did you flirting? Did you kiss? Did you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the difference. You are confident in your relationship with your girl and you know she's not fucking around. Same thing with you guys.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about that later. But like, you guys are confident about with who you're with, your relationship closer, whatever. So you're not worried about that.
Yeah.
But no other guy would ever be like, did your tab get picked up tonight if they didn't trust their girl in the first place?
Yeah.
I feel like I wouldn't date a girl if I didn't trust. If I have like a slight, like, you know, like a
bro. You could be with
there's
you
some
could be
guys
with a
that do,
fucking
actually.
smoke show, and you're so infatuated with the girl, and she's hot, and the sex is fucking outstanding, whatever, and you don't want to lose her because she's your trophy wife, whatever. You're gonna accept certain fucking discrepancies.
Some guys are 1,000%. Yeah.
Some guys get walked like a dog just because the girl is fine.
Because they're pretty. She's pretty
Or even at that, just because the guy is getting attention from a girl, period. The girl could be a 6, but just because that she's giving attention to a guy who is
never had it, let's say.
oblivious
Yes,
to
correct.
attention, he will automatically bark if she says bark.
I agree. I fucking agree.
Well, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I don't even know how much time we've run up.
It's been like an hour and
Okay, well, there you go.
good.
Yeah. Well, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Sergio Talk Podcast with Brahm. If you guys did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to give us 5 stars on Amazon, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. Don't forget to check us out on Patreon, where there's an extra 5 to 10 minutes of us talking shit at the beginning. But if you guys want to see even more additional episodes every single Friday, you guys will be able to get them on Patreon. And without further ado, it's been your boy Sergio Talks,
We're Matt.
With Carl.
and we were with.
Bram. Nice to meet you. Thank you guys.
No
Yes,
problem.
sir, of
Thank you,
course.
Julie. And we'll see you guys next week.
Dando vueltas por la city